I was approached by Diddy to perform a hit on one of his artists.
Anybody could come on this internet and say anything, right? And dude is getting a whole lot of attention.
Diddy is pure evil. He has a very nasty disposition. He treats everybody like crap.
As the investigation of Diddy's possible involvement in Tupac's shooting is still in the process, it looks like we are getting more juice on another fatal shooting that took life of rap legend Biggie Smalls. And apparently, even those who Diddy silenced with his money in the past are no longer covering for him. Now, one former celebrity bodyguard stepped forward, and wait till you hear his revelations, guys, because he is claiming that Diddy offered him $30,000 for eliminating Biggie.
I was offered $30,000 to perform a hit on Biggie Smalls.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live Channel. The notorious B.I.G. was at the height of his fame when he was gunned down in Los Angeles in 1997. And to this day, no one knows who shot Biggie Smalls. His case was closed as unsolved for much disappointment of the rap legend's fans. However, even 26 years after the tragic incident took the rapper from us, the streets are still talking about the reason, or I should rather say, a person who orchestrated the entire incident with shooting in lap. And in a shocking turn of events, more people from the hip-hop industry keep coming forward and offering the police their help, and one of them is former celebrity bodyguard nicknamed Uncle Ron.
So, under investigations and working and cooperating with FBI,
now, it's been discussed for decades that Diddy had all the motives to eliminate his own artist, and with this demise, he intended to achieve two goals. First, to put an end to bloody West Coast-East Coast feud, and second, to earn more money on Biggie's name. As it was speculated and later confirmed by Diddy's ex-bodyguard Gene Deal, Biggie was one step away from leaving Bad Boy Records and signed a more lucrative deal for himself. Gene Deal said he once caught a glimpse of Biggie's earnings with Diddy, and the numbers unpleasantly shocked the bodyguard.
And I seen big contract, and it was talking about, well, you get $250,000.
And of course, Diddy didn't want to lose the artist who made a lot of money but could be paid a pity allowance. And if you know nothing about Biggie's success in the music world, let me refresh your memory a little and say that his first album released in 1994 peaked at number 15 on the Billboard 200 and was subject to widespread critical acclaim and soon a commercial success, with eventually being certified 6 times platinum. Only a year and 1 month after its release, it was certified double platinum, and as Diddy once mentioned in his interview, he enjoyed getting rich and famous with the help of his talented and popular artists.
So I was standing on the shoulders of giants that had started to already create this lifestyle and this culture.
But why did he want Biggie unalive then? Well, of course, for businessmen like Sean Diddy Combs, greed comes before people. So knowing that such a money-making artist was going to leave him was a huge problem for Diddy and his freshly founded Bad Boy label, because according to the contract, Diddy was getting 50% of all Biggie's earnings.
Bad Boy took 50% of all this artist publishing.
Then, there was Biggie's mom, Valletta Wallace, who has been vocal about Diddy basically robbing her son with his cheap deal, and this woman constantly repeated that the music producer deceived her boy by offering his such a pitiful allowance. The truth is, Christopher accepted the illusion of a friend and mentor for about $25,000. That's the amount Puffy lured my son with. It was enough money to make my son believe that Puffy was ready to do anything for him. Apparently, Diddy believed that he played his cards well enough, and the highly profitable artist was now in his possession. However, as it was revealed by Gene Deal and later Uncle Ron, Biggie wasn't planning to do any volunteering in order to enrich his producer, and he wanted to make it big on his own.
Biggie had plans of leaving Bad Boy.
Now, with another person coming forward and saying that the music mogul wanted to put a stop to Biggie's leaving the label, this bodyguard said that Diddy evaluated the job in Biggie's head in pitiful $30,000, and as Uncle Ron mentioned, seeing how widely discussed this case became, he was happy to had refused to perform a hit.
And I'm so glad to this day that I refused to do that.
With all of the mess that Diddy's life had turned into since the moment the police got more dirt on him in relation to Tupac's fatal shooting, it seems like no one wants to cover for the music mogul crimes anymore, and people are more than happy to testify against him and rat him out to the police.
Because now they have proof. I have physically showed them proof.
Even Biggie's mom said in one of her interviews that a lot of instances and organizations seem to be protecting the culprit from being punished. They've done their investigation, but they just refuse to move forward. I don't know why they haven't arrested who was involved. It seems to me that it's one giant conspiracy, and someone is definitely being protected somewhere down the line. Well, the case has been dragged for more than 27 years without results. And as many people say, they know who to blame in case no arrest is made after so many evidence and testimonies. As one person commented, if Diddy does not get arrested, there's a much greater power protecting him. And another user added, because the higher-ups are taking care of that case. You know, they got judges, police, FBI agents, they all work for the industry. It took almost 3 decades for people who know the details of this tragic incident with Biggie's shooting to finally find some courage and to share the truthful side of events. And as Uncle Ron mentioned, he couldn't come forward earlier because he was afraid for his family's safety.
So many people have asked me why I waited 20 years. And my number one priority was protecting my children.
Let's hope that the police will take this man's statement seriously because they can be a key to solving this long-abandoned case. And although Diddy actually used Biggie's legacy and even his second album to fill his pockets with cash, Biggie's family still demands justice and asks for the villain who took the life of their beloved Christopher so early. Despite so many obstacles, Biggie's mom remains optimistic. Now, it's clear that Biggie was quite a valuable asset for his mentor and producer. And apparently, his decision to leave Bad Boy Records and make money somewhere else cost him his life. Uncle Ron feels bitter about the whole thing, and he believes that the truth should finally come out.
That have to be told. The truth needs to come out. A man lost his life.
It goes without saying that Diddy keeps earning money on his late artist's legacy. And even 27 years after the rap legend's demise, the music mogul keeps bringing Biggie's name to raise more cash. And apparently, it's a common knowledge in the hip-hop industry that Puffy eliminated his own artist to keep making millions on his name. While many people are too afraid to even say a word against the music mogul, there are people like Jaguar Wright who openly express their disdain and contempt towards Diddy's criminal activities.
Puffy has been making money off of Biggie's name for longer than Biggie was alive.
And the timing couldn't be just perfect for Diddy. As you know, Biggie was gunned down 6 months after Tupac's fatal shooting. And since Biggie passed away while visiting the enemy's West Coast inlaid, Diddy could pin this crime at someone else and has his own name dropped from the case. The infamous music producer even played a sorrowful friend when he said that he felt responsible for his artist's demise. When appearing on The Wendy Williams Show, Diddy said, "I think I'll always feel some sort of responsibility because I'm in this thing with him. He's my artist." However, it didn't stop the music producer from enjoying the huge profits from Biggie's second album, which Diddy released a few weeks after his artist's demise. Moreover, Biggie was so adamant to get out of his contract with Puffy that he made a double album. As record executive Dame Dash said, Biggie's plan was give Puff and then 3 more albums, then come sign with us, and we was gonna do the commission. That was what was gonna happen, or at least that's what was talked about very seriously. I think that's why he did a double album. But it seems like Diddy was deeply insulted by Biggie's move and basically considered him a traitor.
Comes from different tactics when people want to get out of contracts.
But it looked like Diddy lost his credibility in the music industry, and the whole thing with Biggie was just a beginning of his atrocities. Many more artists later came forward and accused the music mogul in stealing their profit and underpaying them, and as many fans are saying now, he earned himself an orange jumpsuit and a nice bunk bed next to another criminal. As one person wrote on social media, "Think he's untouchable, well jail time and men waiting for you, gatekeeper." And another user added, "I hope he goes to jail. He have destroyed so many lives for money." Well, time will tell if the police are going to gather all witnesses together for further questioning because apparently we haven't heard a lot of other things about the music mogul. And what do you think about this, guys? Will we ever see Diddy behind the bars? Or is he well protected despite all the testimony? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to know what you're thinking. And in the meantime, check my other videos about Biggie's tragic incident. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned and I promise to be back very soon.